So this is the reason why half of the internet think AI content is overrated, or using AI for marketing, sales, whatever it may be is overrated. It's because your AI prompts is being created by people who don't really know, right, on anything, on any depth or experience in the skill that you're trying to use it for. So I put it off like this is because I've been a marketer for the past 8 years. Right, writing copy, writing ads, creating images, creating videos, directing content, whatever it may be for big brands, $1 million to 8 figures, right? $1 million to 10 million to 20 million, 30 million. Doesn't matter the company, I have done them before, any type of company, service-based, insurance, real estate, property, coaching, consulting, online, e-commerce, right? So I've touched on every one of them before. I have been through running ads, creating ads for all of them before as well. Generated across 50 million across my clients and myself in this industry before I even touched on AI. And I was fascinated with AI because like it helped me do so much things much easier, right? Be it research, be it creating content, be it creating ads, creating ideas, creating all these things. It's great. I'm not saying it's bad, it's great. But when it first started coming out, like people selling prompts, people giving you prompts, it was terrible. Because why? Every time I used the prompts, I didn't get what I want. I mean, AI obviously improved across the 2 years that it was out. ChatGPT is great, Claude is great, everything is like great right now. But the key thing is that people still don't understand the concept whereby prompts is not the end all be all to using AI. It's rather your thought process. Right? Today I'm going to share with you a bit more on how I think of using AI rather than for your business, for your life, for everything that you want, right? It's more of how you think, right? To me, it's a reverse engineer thinking. Secondly, besides that, I want to share a bit more on why I think most AI prompts are useless. So the very first step I want to do is the reverse thinking first, right? So very much when you use AI, most people say, I just need to give it a task, a role, a framework, a concept. What's my context of my business? Yes, this all works, right? But sometimes you don't get what you want and you keep asking for what you want and like it make it better, optimize it, and it doesn't really work because your feedback kind of sucks to it. So very first thing on AI, it's for me, right, is treat like an employee, treat like a team member, treat like an intern. You need to tell it what you want. Very much most of the time when people tell me the graphics sucks, the ad copy sucks, because you don't even know what you want, right? In general, you don't know what's good, what's bad. So how can you tell something what's good and what's bad to AI, which has no context? Yes, all the context in the world on every other thing, all the information in the world on every other thing, but it doesn't have yours, right? It doesn't have context on your business. Maybe you don't have context on what's your taste like. Is it good? Is it bad? What's your brand like? Nothing. So very first step I always do is research more on what's good and what's bad and let AI do the heavy lifting. So very much books are information treasure trove, right? A lot of frameworks are covered in there, made by very, very good people with depth of expertise. And I'll get to the depth of expertise on the prompt side of things. So when I create prompts for myself to use in my business, I create them from a place of need and usage, right? I create them because I want to use it. I've been doing it manually and I hated it, right? I know I can do it, but like I just want a faster way to do it, right? Secondly is like, what do I determine good or bad, right? Third thing is that I do research, right? On if I don't know what's good and bad, I do research on what's good and bad and ask AI what's good and bad. Then after I gather all the context, good, bad, my business, everything, I dump it all in, right? To ChatGPT, to Claude, whatever it may be, and ask it to create a prompt based on my objective and my goal. So that's basically how I create prompts. I'll do a video, like a great case study and documenting how I create something in this channel soon. But yeah, so essentially that's the reverse engineer thought process that I do. I've created it for YouTube scripts that's much better than scriptwriters, viral short form video ideas, ad copy, research, ad creative, sales page copy, email copy, and basically I can write email a day, I can write a content a day, I can do everything like more than once a day in like less than an hour, creating all of these ideas. And basically these are all from my reverse engineer thinking process. So when people use AI, they don't think because they let AI decide and think for them. When I use AI, I actually feedback more and actually think through faster because AI is such a lifesaver. It helps me not manually do things, but I can give my feedback, I can give my optimization, I give my ideas much quicker, easier, more succinct, and also clearer, right? AI is able to actually clear out the clutter in my head much faster. And that's how I use it, right? When I create prompts, I basically prompt a prompt out. And my prompts are very, very simple. Just analyze this, create a framework for this, create a prompt for this is my use case, blah, 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 right? And optimize it after that and give feedback. So I follow a 4-step process, which is just very much get examples, great examples, and also research on great examples, right? Then what's best practices, put in my context of my business, put in a goal and objective of what I want to do, and then ask it to recreate a prompt. And last but not least, while using the prompt, I give more feedback on the prompt to make it better, right? It is that simple. It is not too complicated. It is what it is, right? And I've been using this framework for almost everything I do in life. So I thought, why not just apply it to AI to make my life easier? I've done it for research on property, investment for myself. I research on car, on what to buy in Singapore. So I think the use case is a bit endless. Right? I also research on like, is my retirement ETF the best way to go for myself? The key thing is that you still need to know what you want, right? So AI can give you A, B, and C answer. Like this is the neutral answer that you want, but you don't know what you want. Basically, it doesn't really give you anything, right? You still need to think for yourself, right? That's the key thing. The second part is why are most AI prompts kind of useless? It's useless because the people creating it doesn't have the depth of understanding about anything. So when I create AI for copy, actually, when I give it to my clients, they say this is insanely good. But when they use it for other people, like, this sucks. And the only reason why is because I have 8 years in copywriting. I don't learn copy professionally. I'm somebody that actually learned through trial and error, through swiping or copying other people's format and rewriting on my own. So AI is very much how normal copywriters write, but better, because they can do it in a split second. I need to take a lot of time to think, write, and all these kind of things. Using that experience, that depth, and that context understanding for different clients, different everything, and understanding what's offer, marketing in general, the whole shebang in alignment with marketing in general. Here's what I realized. Most prompts are single use case, right? Maybe they just give you content ideas. But when they give you content ideas, it kind of suck because they don't understand what is great content. They don't understand formats of content that already go viral. They don't understand how to make contrarian ideas. They don't understand how to make the hook better, right? To make it more visual, make it visual hooks, make it all these kind of things. So when I tell you all of these things, that's how I optimize my prompts, right? Because I have the depth of experience in that. But if you do a general prompt, let's just say write email copy for me based on my idea, what you will do? You write a very simplistic email copy. For me, I'll write email copy based on a few frameworks that I use consistently, write it in my own voice based on the patterns of my voice that I've written for the last 8 years. Secondly, I'll also give context on who I'm targeting, what my business offers, and what's my unique process. And what does this do? It layers every single thing into the email copy. And when you write the email copy, it sounds like me. It has context of my entire business. It knows what I exactly want when I want to write a point, when I want to show the values of myself, when I want to show my mission. How do I say certain things? Is it a motivational email? Is it a call to action sales email? Is it this? Is it that? Is it an insight email? Whatever it may be. It creates that for me. But when you use a simple prompt from people, it doesn't create that. So this is the essentials reason why most of the prompts suck. It's essentially because they suck because they don't understand the depth of expertise required for the outcome that you want to achieve for. So when you want to create copy prompts from people, like when you want to create prompts, when you want to steal prompts from other people, you want to do it from people that are in the industry, in the niche, in the service that have been in a long time. And those people are the one that creates the prompts that are the most insane, right? If I go for finance and someone create a finance app, right? Let's just say accounting app. Do I want somebody that's a fresh VC, like he just get VC, he's fresh grad from school, and then he creates that app? It may not work as well as what I intend to. But if I get a senior accountant, a super accountant, like from a big four that have been in the industry for over 20 years, he partner with a coding AI coder, and then he creates an entire app on accounting, tax purpose, and everything, I will go to him because, right, I know that that shit works because he has been doing it day in, day out for the last 20 years. He knows all the points, the prompts, the headaches people face. And that's essentially the point, right? So you want to look at prompts, you want to look at all these things, you'll find people that actually done it for a long time. And then you get them to either do a prompt for you, get them to use their prompt that they're using it for their own use case, yada, yada, yada. Right? So this is essentially why most prompts sucks and why certain experts are not sharing their prompts, because it's layered so deeply to the point that it's all their expertise, everything they had done before, it's all their depth, right? But the good thing is that you can steal prompts, right? And how you steal it is based on the first framework I shared. So if you kind of understood why I talk about this in this video, it's very, very meta. It's very, very just reverse engineering. You can steal prompts from people around the web, in books, on YouTube videos, and people sharing their entire formula. And essentially that is the game right now, right? And the key thing is, how do you steal it, and how do you use it, and what use case do you use it for? So there are 101 end-to-end tutorials, AI agent tutorials, new apps coming up every day in AI. But the key thing that you need to understand in this entire concept is that, do you use them for your business? If you don't, just ignore it, right? Like, what's the point of learning about the next image generation, the next video generation if you don't run video ads? Or you don't know how to use it for video ads? And there's no point, right? So let's just say you don't do a lot of videos, image generation. Like for me, VO3, Google VO3, I can use it for hooks. I can create very, very good 5-10 second clips for myself to replace certain video ads. And that can be done very seamlessly. And then I can have new video ads immediately for my company without actually filming anything and just prompting it on my computer, right? That is useful, right? But for you, maybe it's not useful at all because you don't use any image and you rather take a video like this here and there. Then maybe a script generation might be good. Maybe an outline generation like what I'm using now might be great, right? So this is essentially what I have to say for most of the things, right? In general, in topic, right? So find prompts that, if you want to steal prompts, you want to buy prompts, don't buy from people who are generalists, right? They can share you all the prompts in the world. Those are useless. Find some specialists, depth of experience, 10, 20 years, 5 years in anything that you want, because those will solve your problem. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll share with you more AI case studies on what I've done, what bots I've created in the next video as well. I'll catch you.